Homestead EDC, or Militant Farmer EDC. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. EDC, everyday carry, right? People want to know, what do you carry? There's millions probably of EDC videos on the internet. But I was out here working in the garden and I was brainstorming different video ideas. So I was working on something and I pulled out my knife to cut something and I'm like, oh, EDC, what do I carry when I'm here at the homestead on my property? So this is tailored for me being on my property, of course. This is not low vis because I'm not in town, I'm not at the mall, I'm not at the supermarket, nothing like that. So open carry is what I do around here because I have a couple neighbors that, down the road, private road, stuff like that, very rural setting. So I don't have to really worry about people seeing my gun. People around here carry guns. So, EDC, what do I have on me? Like I said, I was just out here working on the garden and stuff like that. So let's see, what do I got? Well, first off, I will pan down so you can see what I'm wearing. Okay, I have my secondary, which enables me to get to my primary, which is always within 5, 10, 15 feet of me. Magnifier already off to the side because it's out of the way. If anything happens around here, it's close in, so I don't need it anyway. So it's already good to go. Another thing that's always by me is my water bottle because hydration is important. What else do I got? Reload, right? Critical duty. I almost always have a Sharpie on me because I'm writing on things in the garden. I'm taking notes, whatever, marking things. So I almost always have a Sharpie. Back here, I always got my pocket knife, zero tolerance pocket knife. Over here, on this side, SE6. I'm working on getting a custom sheath for it. Buddy mine makes polymer, so I'm working on getting a custom sheath for it. But SE6, so you can get it with both hands. Like I said, it was working in the garden, work gloves, right? What's always in this pocket or this pocket? Tourniquet, right? You got to have a tourniquet on you. Always have a tourniquet on you. Just like always have one of these on you. Or one of those like I showed you. Let me see. Oh, what's this pocket? Car keys. Yep, car keys. Just in case I need to jump in the truck and go somewhere. Let me see. That is pretty much my EDC for around here. Cell phone also, but I'm recording on it right now, sideways. So cell phone was the other thing. Ball cap, clothing, good quality boots, stuff like that. And weather dependent items, whether I need like a Gore-Tex, if it's pouring down rain, things like that, whatever. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys this because like I said, this is not low vis, this is high vis, but around here it doesn't matter. I want quick access to this if I need it, and this if I need it. This I won't really need around here for fighting. This is for primary use of this a lot of times is cutting these bad boys back. All these blackberry bushes, trimming them alongside the yard, as well as cutting twine to tie up garden stuff. Sometimes cutting, chopping up some wood, making kindling for a fire. There's a variety of uses. This is my go-to knife, SE6, like I showed you. This is the Randall's Adventure Training and Equipment Group edition, but it's the Rowan SE6. An awesome patron sent me this from Patreon. Thanks again, brother. This has become my go-to knife, and I've used it a lot, and it is still like almost new. You can see you can see that I've used it, but one thing I'm thinking about doing for this modification of this is getting some Kydex grip panels made so then I can stipple it to look like that. because these Marcata, however you pronounce that, grip panels, they slip a little bit, and you know, when you're out working, you're sweaty and stuff like that. They don't really grip that well. So I'm working with a buddy that makes kydex and see what he can come up with as far as that panels for this, so that I can stipple them so I can get a much better purchase on the knife, so it doesn't slip as much. Good knife though. I love this SE6, and like I said, he's gonna make me a custom kydex holster with the with the asymmetrical preparedness logo on it. That'd be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But good quality work gloves. That's definitely a need around here. So as you see, my EDC around here, it revolves around work and the ability to protect myself and my family. Because is it a high threat environment around here? No. It's like a zero threat environment from people. But we do have cougars here. We do have black bears. I get it. Black bears aren't really that much of a threat. Never seen one anywhere near our property. We have had cougar sightings. I have not personally seen a cougar. But we also have coyotes. I'm sure there's, I've seen bobcat tracks. So it is just always good to have one of these on you. And like I said, a knife, well, pocket knife, I mean, do I need a pocket knife and this? Probably not, but I always have a pocket knife on me. This knife is always on me. So this is just what I carry around here because I use it all the time for chores. I actually trim trees, tree limbs and stuff like that with it also. That's an amazing knife. I love it. And reload is always good to have. So I will be doing a video about my in-town EDC also. That is more gray man. That is not open carrying. I get it. Some people want to open carry versus concealed carry for their specific feelings, I guess, or their desires. I choose not to open carry because some people they weren't raised around defensive tools like this. They are scared because they're ignorant. They don't realize that it's just a tool. And you know, there's little kids at the store and stuff like that, and I don't want to upset any little kids, and I don't want to add fuel to the fire necessarily. Sometimes I do. I've thought about open carrying. I haven't ever open carried yet. And another thing I like about concealed carry versus open carry is that when you are open carrying, you are telegraphing your capabilities to people that know. I can look at somebody open carrying and I can tell you exactly their skill level based on what kind of gun, what kind of holster, where they're carrying it, how they carry their body, what their body language is, how they move around it, are they used to it being there, and the wear patterns on the gun and the holster. And it may not be exact every single time, but I can tell basically if that person is competent or not. If somebody's at the, run around with one of these, Safari Land, with a Glock like this, stippled or something like that, that is a key towards the direction of competency, but not necessarily. But I guarantee if they're wearing a $15 nylon holster, that, they're probably not that competent. Not knocking people that have those, but really, I mean, you got to put some money into the holster also. Properly holster your weapon. Those $15 nylon holsters, the flap on them, or whatever device, the retention device, is flimsy. It's usually snap button or some Velcro. If it's Velcro, it's not retention really at all. If it is a snap device, it's not really that good a retention either. And it is more difficult to get to. You know those snaps? They don't always come off clean. they're sometimes difficult to get undone, which means difficulty in getting to your defensive tool. I advocate, for one thing, is if you're carrying open carry though, have an active retention holster, not a passive. What is a passive retention holster? A passive retention holster is where like the kydex or the holster itself is formed around the firearm so that it provides friction when the gun goes in and comes out. So that you should be able to turn your holster upside down, shake it, and your gun shouldn't fall out. Yet it should be easily accessible. But passive retention means anybody in the store could walk up behind you, pull your gun out, and boom, before you even know it, you're SOL. Active retention can also happen, but having an active retention like this, you got to push this down to pull the gun out. See, the gun's not coming out. The gun's not coming out. When you grab the gun, your thumb hits that and allows you to pull it out. That is active retention. So anyway, whatever you choose to do, just make sure you have quality stuff. I mean, I'm not saying you got to go out and buy some super expensive, high-speed, low-drag, custom holster or anything like that. Just buy something that functions properly. That was kind of off on a tangent. I'm trying to talk about Homestead EDC. There are things I don't need when I'm here on my property. I don't need to have food with me. No bug out bag. Well, I mean, except for the ones in the vehicle and the ones in the house, etc. Tailor your EDC to meet your needs. Actually, a lot of times, I also have a multi-tool on me because of just doing work around here and stuff like that. But, you know, my tool bag's right there also. So I don't necessarily have to carry that on me at all times. It's a different situation. But I recommend, if you are at your house, on your property, have a primary defensive tool fairly close to you. And then have a secondary defensive tool on you at all times. If you live urban or suburban and people are going to see you and maybe freak out, well, just carry it concealed then. It's not that big a deal. I can get to my concealed carry gun almost just as fast as this. I mean, with practice and training. So don't carry a bunch of crap that you see other people EDCing, you know, that they everyday carry. You may not need it. Do you need a fire starter with you if you're out at Walmart? No. Because what are you going to do? You're going to get home. And if you're getting home, you have your bug out bag or your get home bag, whatever that is. You should have rations in there, which is ready to eat, no cooking required. So you don't need a fire starter. A lot of people carry a lighter wrapped in duct tape. I usually have one somewhere around me. But why do I need a lighter wrapped in duct tape if I'm at Walmart? First thing I'm going to do is go to my vehicle, which is where my bag is, which is where my kit is, that has that in it. Tailor it to you. The more isn't better. If all you need is a defensive tool, a pocket knife, your keys, and a tourniquet, that's good. That's a good EDC. There's no problem with that. You don't need a bunch of crap. Anyway, I love you guys. And yeah, stay tuned for the out and about EDC that I'll show you guys and talk about my setup that I run for concealed carry. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. Help us fight the algorithm. Yep, it's a constant battle. They're at it. It appears to be at it again. I can always tell when things are just like slowing down or going backwards. Yep. They don't like me. They don't like you. So we got to stand against it. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.